Speak.
Spit. Spout.
Spoken.
Speak.
Spit.
Spout.
Spoken. Be spoken. It's been a long time. And all the weights have become acclimatized. Nothing is heavy anymore. I am only moving forward. And as I move forward through this space between stars, making them, I see time. And what is time but injury and people falling away? I asked for your song because there's a part of me that can't let go enough to let go of the notion that you can't feel the pain while you move forward, weight's no longer heavy on your back. I have always cast the present as painful and the future as peace, and it has always moved me forward. Whether I was surrounded by joy or demons, it did not matter. I was always going to be somewhere better, someone better. I was always going to be someday. So, Richie's dead. And it's not the first poem we read about a good friend where you sit at funerals and see, I'm an unusual kind of guy. I'm never connected, I'm affiliated, and the people that affiliate me with the groups that are the groups that you seemingly normal people seem to belong to are the outliers and outreachers, people like Richie. Guys who took a dare on the real world and then found themselves back in the pattern. Well, I met him, he was like 19. He drank, he wore wife beater t-shirts, and basically we all played the same game. How wild and adventurous can you be? He faded out as people do. Once I broke his finger the next day, standing over me, headache, heavy, hung over him saying, dude, you broke my finger, and I was at a point where I didn't care about the responsibilities, the rejections, or the consequences, the nature of what I was trying to be or destroy. That realization that I broke a friend brought me back, and he just laughed like that's life. Richie was that kind of kid. I hadn't seen him in a while. I grew up to be a man, joined an army type substance, went someplace, and was a medic, which always made me think that was hard, putting people back together when people were shooting at you. What was it like when you came back? Well, it has heavy and bad dreams, and in this moment, Richie is still alive. We have talked. He set me up for some gig at some school where this thing that I make up off the top of my head, poetry, going to take me somewhere, going to be somebody, talk to a bunch of teachers and students and teenagers about opening and being. Richie connected me to that. At this moment, Richie is still alive. Up from here, up the street, guy who works here named Dave, a friend of mine. We've known each other 10 years. I used to work behind this bar, but before that I used to work up the street behind the bar on Leonard Street. Tabernacle, now it's McQueen's. Australian girl who said that she had brown nipples, not pink, and don't worry about how that conversation happened, it didn't matter. Her man was a supervisor bartender and a friend of mine. See, Richie's still alive, but PETA has been eaten to death by cancer. Her little girls I've never met, but I've seen in pictures, and you know when people pass far away, but they are not dead. They are still somehow connected to the world that makes you you. The pieces of their joy that you taste are so profound, and when you hear their losses, well, you shudder, you try to turn away because you want to know that everyone you left behind that has faded off into the universe, into the cold dark as well. So PETA's gone, and Ben will raise her kids, and Richie is still alive. Richie is still whole. And then he's not. And if I've learned anything, the greatest fear is in this moment, in this room tonight. You watch, and this has been the nature of my life. We start small. With friends who love you because they do. Sometimes they do not know why, because loving you is the nature of the thing, and they discover love is not something built in fucking books or what those small groups that form tell you. And then it spreads out like a whisper. And Richie has never been here, but has always wanted to be. Drunk, passing up fine girls to sit in rooms, to keep drinking, to listen to one guy go on about a storm, about his life, to believe, to begin. A star has not gone out, but I have traveled so far into the future that its magnetics will never touch me again.
Never, never touch me like you.
Hold close the people that hold close the close that makes the world, that makes you think that you have concept who you are. Appreciate it. People die. People go away, people say mean things and people die. People say great things and people die. At this moment, Dylan is not still alive, and the first time I moved to London, I met this kid. And he was bright. He was Kiwi, not Australian. He was like the kind of sprite that believed in trees, not the one that believed in beer. Got fired for drinking on his way back to hometown. First time to meet his dad. Goes swimming in Bali. Great story, isn't it? It probably ends with a girl not. Bloated 2 days later, and mama can't bury you in a sided coffin. And I was so young, I drank so hard that all I did for the next 3 weeks was destroy. I do not know, nor have I ever known how to carry death. It passes through me, and as it does, it removes shades that reveal images of memories past. Death, that girl you're always going to date, and that has either dated all your friends or will.